friends, welcome to my space. It's your favorite science tutor. In this video, we shall be filling the blank spaces. This is based on atomic and mass number and the periodic table. Like I said in previous videos, good understanding of the periodic table gives you an edge in answering questions like this. So let's get started. We have the particles, neutrons, electrons, protons, and the mass number, table for each of them. And there are spaces we need to fill each of these particles. For the first case, we have A 2 plus. We are given the neutrons, number of neutrons to be 12 and mass number 24. Tips to note. The mass number is the protons plus the neutrons. So if I know the protons and the neutrons, when I sum them together, it gives me the mass number. Atomic number is also called proton number. Number of protons and the atomic number, they represent the same thing. In a neutral atom, take note, this is very important, this is key. In neutral atom, it means the protons and the electrons, they are equal to each other, not an ion. In neutral atom, the protons and electrons, they are equal to each other. So let's get started. Now in this case, in the first case, this is an ion. It means it is a charge. It has either lose or gain electron. In this case, it is showing a +2. That means it donates electrons. It has given out 2 of its electrons. Now, take note, we are given the mass number and the number of neutrons. So with these two, we can find the protons, the number of protons in the atom. In this case, the mass number minus, so 24 minus the neutrons will give us the protons. So 24 minus 12 gives us a 12 here. So the number of protons for the first case is a 12. Now let's find the number of electrons. Electrons are what is participating in donating. So in this case, we have a +2. For the fact that we have +2, it simply means 2 electrons have been given out to a non-metal. So A donates 2 electrons. Remember, for neutral atom, protons and electrons are equal. So protons and electrons are supposed to be equal, but for the fact that it has lost 2 electrons, it means the electrons will have to reduce to 10. It has given 2, it was supposed to be 12, but it has given 2, that is why we have a charge here. It has given 2, so it becomes 10. So electrons reduce by 2, making it 10. In the second case, this is a neutral atom, just B, atom B. The particle is B. We have the mass number, we have the number of electrons to be 13. In neutral atom, we have protons and electrons to be the same. So it means the protons will also be 13 because it's a neutral atom. And then to find the neutrons, we do the mass number minus the proton number. So 27 minus 13 gives us 14. So this is the number of neutrons. In the third case, we have C2 minus as the particle. This is an ion. It is a -2 because it gains an electron. It accepts from a metal. That is why it is -2. So let's see, we have the mass number, we have the proton number. That will help us to find the number of neutrons from the formula. So mass number minus proton number gives us number of neutrons. So 16 minus 8 gives us 8. And then the number of electrons will become 10. Why? It accepts 2 extra electrons. It accepts 2 electrons. So 8 plus 2 making 10, it has added 2 more. That is why we have electrons to be 10 in this case. The fourth case, this is a particle, is a neutral atom. A neutral atom, protons and electrons are equal to each other. So protons and electrons are equal to each other. That makes 11 here. And then to find the mass number, we have neutrons plus protons. So 12 plus 11 gives us 23. That is for the neutral particle D. And then finally, for this video, we have particle E3+. This is an ion. It loses 3 electrons. Take note. Mass number minus proton number will give us number of neutrons. So number of neutrons here will be 14. And then how do we obtain number of electrons? Remember, protons and electrons, they are equal in a neutral atom. But in this case, it has lost 3 electrons. So the protons will reduce by 3, making electrons to be 10 because it lost 3 electrons. So the number of electrons becomes 10. This is how to analyze problems that has to do with periodic table, mass number and atomic number. I'm sure we got value from this video. If you're new here, please do well to subscribe, like my videos, and also share for more persons to see. See you for more videos. Bye for now.